Hello, and welcome to Bare Necessities. My name is Bear, and today we're going to be discussing the upcoming Echoes of Faydwer launch on the Origin server, Anashti Sul. I am going to be linking a few EoF videos from Varsoon in the description below. A lot of the information in those videos will be true, but I'm mostly going to be talking about some of the differences and what is important to get done once the expansion launches. Also, I'm going to be giving a short list of things developers really need to do right for this launch to be successful and for the continued success of the server. First, all zones will be available with the launch of Echoes of Faydwer on Anashti Sul, or at least they were in beta. On Varsoon, the Heroic instances, Unrest and Shard of Fear, and the Raid instance, Throne of New Tuneria, came out during mid-content release, but on beta for Origins, they were available, so we will see. Also, Kaladin on Origins will be a low 60s zone instead of a 30 to 40 zone like on Varsoon. Secondly, the trade skills Tinkering, Transmuting, and Adorning will be available, but unlike on Varsoon, you will have to choose only one of them. You can't have all three like on Varsoon. Third, there will be 50 new AA points and a new EoF tree specific to your class, just like the other TLEs. But instead of the trees being freeform where you can put your AA anywhere, there are different categories you put your AA in, and putting a certain amount of points in that category will unlock the inlines for that category. For example, on the Swashbuckler tree, putting 20 points in my Style category of AAs, which improve my temp buffs like Inspiration, On Guard, Finesse, etc., will eventually unlock my inline at 20 points, Advanced Warning, which will give my group AoE immunity. On Varsoon, you could place the AA anywhere, and as soon as you spent 20 AA, you could choose any inline, so you'll have to be a little more selective on this server. When it comes to deity selection, all of the Varsoon info on this is correct. But the biggest difference is that the cloaks at the end of each deity questline will be much more valuable, so we must think about that before we select our deity. Speaking of cloaks, on Varsoon at this point, cloaks are available from the very beginning, but on Origins, this will be the first time we can equip cloaks. Because it's a brand new equipment slot, cloaks on Anashti Sul will not be as powerful or as statted as well as those on Varsoon. So doing quests for like the Cloak of Flames or the Soul Road deity questline will net powerful cloaks until you get better ones from raids. Also, if Unrest is in at launch, as it was on beta, Garanol Ruxif drops some pretty good cloaks as well. Druids and Sorcerers will finally start getting ports to Echoes of Faydwer. I'm unsure as to whether or not this will open up ports to the Overrealm zones in Kingdom of Sky and Legacy Classic zones where there are spires and Druid rings, so we will see. Druids and the people who want to port to, I believe, will have to harvest shrubs at the Druid rings in order to be able to port to the stones. Finally, itemization on the gear in EoF for Origins is completely different from that on Varsoon, of course, so do some research on good items from questlines. After doing a little research, there are some decent items coming from the Ivy Shrouded timeline, the League questline, and some of the others, but itemization still doesn't seem fully finished on these items, so we will have to see how they pan out whenever the server launches the new expansion. Now that we've gone over the differences and new things coming out in Echoes of Faydwer, I'd like to give my opinion on the top 3 things that developers need to implement with EoF in order for this expansion to go smoothly while also bringing back more players. Number 1, make it so that people can start in EoF zones like Kellethan Nursery and Darklight Woods. People will want to start alts or come back fresh and jump straight into Echoes of Faydwer. Number 2, smooth out the XP curve from 1 to level 60. Currently, you are unable to quest your way through Greater Feydark or Darklight Woods without the quests quickly out-leveling you. This should not be the case. XP in general on this server up to the latest tier should be smoothed out so that more casual players can get into the highest tier without such a grind or struggle. This is integral to bringing back old veteran players while also bringing in new players. And finally, number 3, make sure the signature quest, Swords of Destiny, is doable from start to finish. One of the biggest problems we had in Kingdom of Sky is that it took ages to finish the Claymore because the quests would be broken at certain segments. This really needs to be functional for the long-time Origin players, so that we can get to working on this quest right out the gate. I hope everyone is excited for the next expansion launch on Anashti Sul, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you would like to support the channel, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.